Hello everyone, this is Attorney Colin Wynn. I wanted to post a segment dealing with a topic that affects the general public a lot, um, which is drinking and driving and the offense of drinking and driving. I would talk about basic concepts. DUIs are typically state specific, so every state has their kind of own different rules and procedures, but I can talk about general things that is across the board, as well as state specific stuff in which states I practice. However, this is not legal advice, but I can talk about pitfalls as well that will possibly affect you, and in addition, things that can help your case when police officers pull you over. First and foremost, drinking and driving, a DUI, otherwise known as OWI, operating while intoxicated in some states, means that you are over the legal limit of 0.08 alcohol blood content. Most people don't understand what that is and what that amounted to. Well, typically 0.08 for the average individual would be about 4 beverages, alcoholic beverages of average content. So let's say 4 shots in an hour. That would be 0.08. And if you are at that point, you are legally over the limit. 0.07 is you're safe. However, some states allow officers to still charge you with a DUI because they anticipate that it might be going up. Another concept that's important to it is the breath tests. Breath tests are mostly inadmissible in most states. So the road breath tests are not gonna be used in court as much. It's just like a way to gauge and get probable cause to ask you to do the actual chemical test down at the station. The breath test, the problem with it is it's not accurate. It's not calibrated. The breathalyzer is not often calibrated, and it's sitting in a police officer's car for maybe weeks or days, and no one knows how accurate it is. Whereas the one at the station, the chemical test down at the station, it's calibrated on a regular basis and is used every day. So it's definitely can be used as evidence in court. And that's pretty important stuff. If you don't have a breath test on paper, some states, I know Michigan, the officer can possibly get a subpoena to draw your blood. In Illinois, here in Chicago, they cannot do that. It's your right to essentially Fifth Amendment, not incriminate yourself and not give any further evidence if necessary. And that's how it works in those 2 states. I know other states are it's kind of split. Not giving a breath test typically would lead to a automatic Secretary of State / DMV suspension. So it's actually a civil offense, which deals with just your license. It's not technically a criminal offense, but a lot of times people get them confused. When civil offense, it's just your license is suspended. You don't have to do time. There's no threat of incarceration. The punishment is really a suspension. There are also another concept dealing with suspension and revocation. Revocation means you don't have a license more, they've taken away. Suspension is just a time period of which you have to serve the suspension, at which time you can reapply, or some states automatically allows you to start driving again. Usually you have to reapply. It's almost routine to get your license back after a suspension, whereas a revocation, that means you have no license, and let's treat yourself as a 16-year-old or a teenager again, trying to get your license. You have to take tests, you have to qualify, and you have to do all this stuff again, and they may or may not approve you. So that's the pitfalls of like DUIs. It's the lingering effects of it on top of the fines and the classes you must take. I will actually talk about another video about how to possibly beat DUIs. I don't want to use the word beat, but call into question the accuracy of, let's say, the breath test, as well as the right for the officers to pull you over. And that will be at a later video, but right now I just want to kind of touch base on basic concepts of DUIs. I think those are very important. Another concept is probable cause. Officers have to have a right to pull you over. They can't just willy-nilly just pull everyone over. We have a constitutional right to privacy, so we don't live in communist regimes where the government can do whatever they want. They have to kind of follow certain procedures. Sometimes those procedures are not undertaken properly, and that's going to be in my later video talking about things that happen that may help your DUI case, your defense. But yeah, generally speaking, DUIs are very common. It escalates. First DUI usually is definitely is a little bit less. The second DUI, in various states, you may lose your license permanently. Some states for 7 years. So it kind of varies on that. So you have to look at your state-specific rules. And so yeah, if you guys have any questions in regards to just basic DUI concepts, feel free to leave a comment below, and also let me know what your thoughts are in regards to this video. I will be adding another video dealing with pitfalls as well as ways to help the defense of your DUI case.